And on the front row, Luke Hartog can't clinch today, but could clinch the championship this weekend. On pole position, it is Alex Sedgwick who'll bring them to green. 40 minutes on the clock, and the JDX PT Autosports car is on the inside and gets the hammer down. We are racing in the evening sunshine. Beautiful day. Track temperature up at 30 Celsius, helping those Michelin tyres come up to temperature and pressure, making those Yokohama tyres come up to temperature and pressure. Side by side for the lead, and here comes Luke Hartog, our championship leader. He gets through on the inside of the pole sitter. That was a champion's move there by the green and white number 24, but he's getting understeer at turn 5. Those Yokohamas still struggling for a little bit of grip there. No tyre warmers allowed. Down towards turn 6 for the first time. Clean start as the number 4 car, Elias De La Torre, out defending a little bit on the right hand side. But I'm impressed we've all got through there. Beautiful, as I say that, turn 7 claims a victim, and that is Michael McCann of Kelly Moss Racing. Turn 7 is the corner on this track where you think, I could go faster through here. I've left something on the table, until you don't, and you've got the Georgia clay on your Yokohama tyres. Down the inside, big move for the leader of the race, and he's overdone it, and he's going to go back to third, and from third position, this is a tremendous drive through for the number 9. Zach Vanier comes through, and at the end of the first lap, it's all changed. Vanier leads, Hartog recovers to second, Sedgwick third, but under pressure from the number 78, Ryan Yardley, in the gold and black car, and he will go through into third position, but here comes Sedgwick coming to the top of the hill, and now I'll take a breath and say good afternoon to Shea Adam. 992 type Porsche 911s are exactly the same. The Yokohama tyres, the suspension, the engine, no, all exactly the same. The reason we split people up into classes is their experience of life, shall we say. You can choose, if you were a Masters, and I would firmly fit into the Masters class, I could choose to race in Pro-Am or even in Pro, but the Pro guys can't say, oh, can I have a go at Pro-Am or Masters this week? No, you can't. You'll be staying out front, young man, in the Pro category.
The example of this is Jeff Mosley. He categorized as a Masters class driver, but all his friends are in Pro-Am, and so he went to Porsche and said, I'd really like to race with my friends, please. And that's exactly what's happened. Jeff Mosley currently running in the 6th position in the Pro-Am category.
The Porsche Carrera Cup North America is unique in Carrera Cup around the world, that they effectively ticked the ABS box on the option sheet. That thought at the moment, because we've got 2 cars in strife down at the bottom of the hill, turns 10A and 10B.
I think it's Madeline Stewart.
It
and
is
maybe
indeed.
Sabre Cook.
A few weeks ago, they were battling for position, and well, Matt, now I see what happened there. Actually, it was the pink number 88 that went through. Michael Cooper was making the pass, and then Madeline deciding it wasn't a good idea to turn into the side of that car, which was perfect, but it pushed her a little bit wide at 10A. And then the rear Yokohamas just spun up. She lost the back end and clipped Sabra as she was coming through. That's very bad luck for both of those drivers. Sabra in particular, really just minding her own business. Some excellent avoidance from Alan Metney. Audacious manoeuvre, taking 2 for the price of 1. He now has the restart. Oh, brilliant stuff. He absolutely released all 507 horsepower underneath his right foot as he came out of turn 10B, and he has a 3-car lead as he goes into turn 1, climbing up to the top of the hill. Off behind him, the silver number 10 has rejoined very quickly. That was Jody Miller from the Masters class in the MGM car, but that was just a little mistake from Jody. Hartog in second from Yardley, Sedgwick, Clark and Boltas. That is how they restarted in Pro-Am. Efren Castro ahead of Alan Metney and Marco Cironi. Those 3, 65, 99 and 84. So coming to the green was the spin from Jody as he came out of turn. Tend to have pink in them somewhere, but the livery on the side is identical. So the bull's horns on the side of the car next to the number panel, and Michael Cooper with the orange line under his name that designates as a pro driver.
And the white bull on his car, the purple bull on Moisey's car. So
Correct.
that's how you tell the two baby bull racing cars apart.
Yeah, the teams have been very creative again this year with their liveries. Whilst some of them might be different colours, they tend to follow the same style in terms of where the stripes, etc. are, even if the base colour and the stripes are different. I almost think we should have a livery of the year competition, because there's been some very, very good ones. And I love the way the teams have their brand, if you will, but still Kelly Moss owning, but he has his own colour. Oh, now, bit of side-by-side and a bit of a touch there from the number 45.
Interesting.
That was a moment or two ago for Scott Blind and
Jake Pedersen.
Was that Jake Pedersen,
Yeah.
the pro car? And yeah, it was the GT silver car. The cars are all supplied in that GT silver colour, by the way.
Because that's a backup. Jake Pedersen had a crash in qualifying. He brought
There
out a
you
red
go.
flag. That's why he started so far down. Thankfully, Kelly Moss, the team he's with, had a lot of cars.
Hard for Zach Vanier and JDX Porsche number 9 to notch up his first victory in Porsche Carrera Cup North America. He did it with a tremendous two-car pass to the lead, and he converts. Zach Vanier then wins it from Luke Hartog. Ryan Yardley yet to come home. There he goes through. Now, what about the Pro-Am battle? Waiting for that to come down the hill as well. With Efren Castro and Alan Metney, they've been battling, and they've finished line astern there, half a second between them, with Marco Cironi and Moise Oreski in third and fourth. And in the Masters category, Richard Edge has driven a super race. Quite lonely, actually, for ACI Motorsports, but Matt Holcomb gets up to second ahead of Scott Blind, and Chris Palomo gets ahead. I know he was ahead of John Getz. So it'll be Edge, Holcomb and Blind on the Masters. Zach Vanier, Shea Adam takes the victory. Then 28 cars coming to the line, flat six engines roaring, 4 litre, 507 horsepower base, and what a start from Ryan Yardley in the black and gold 78 TCX car. He streaks away from pole position, championship leader goes in behind in that Kelly Moss white and green car. Sedgwick disputing third position with his teammate Vanier in the two JDX cars. Still the pole sitter holding on, but barely, as they go through the S's for the first time, and that's allowing the JDX twins to close up in fifth position. Yves Baltas and Dan Clark are battling it out for fifth and sixth position. In fact, Dan Clark's lost a few positions there. The highlighted yellow car dropping back.
So in this series, there are no points for leading the most laps, but there are bonus points for setting the fastest lap, as the battle for the lead is on, and Yardley maintains position.
Hang
Luke
on.
Hartog gets strung out.
He's Vanier.
There's Zach
This is
Vanier.
not a replay from yesterday. Vanier again taking the opportunistic route to a positional increase for him, and the advantage up to second position. This is how he got the lead yesterday, remember, when the two ahead. He's a little bit further back this time. Luke Hartog in the white and green car goes down the inside. It slows them both up on the exit, and here comes Vanier.
He is showing such determination, and there was an attempt at a pass from Hartog again on Vanier, but it did not go.
Sedgwick.
And now Sedgwick
On the
making
grass.
the pass in the grass, going down the back straight. Well, these guys are ready to give it their all.
Alex Sedgwick from right in the middle of the UK, been racing over here for a couple of seasons, reigniting his racing career side by side with the championship leader. He was hoping to be battling a little bit closer in the championship standings with that number 24 car. He's side by side with him at the moment. It's not mathematically out of the question. Sedgwick is the closest contender to that 24. He's done what he couldn't do yesterday and got ahead of our championship leader, in a huge moment for two cars there.
Hartog and Michael McCann. McCann has left side damage as far as his door mirror is concerned, but I think other than that, the car managed to stand up very well. Both of the cars going off to drivers left at the exit of turn 12, and now Hartog does get the pass done on Sedgwick. So where did he find the extra speed to try and make that pass happen after being on the grass a few moments earlier? Redemption? Question mark? Well, this is an opportunity for Luke Hartog, as once again he dives down the inside at turn 9. This time makes the pass cleanly. Now, that's the first time Luke Hartog's managed to do that, because he's attempted it several times over the last 2 days. Hasn't been able to get it done. Is thinking, I need another race win, as Pedro Torres is trying to go around the outside of Alan Metni, or was Alan Metni diving down the inside?
Correct. Metni coming through and taking second position in Pro-Am.
And bringing Chironi with him.
There goes Marco Chironi as well, in the coming into the braking area at 10A, showing the whole front of that Kelly Moss racing car in the left-hand side mirror of the top racing performance car of Ryan Yardley. Down to the final corner, slightly different lines by the two Porsches, bit more inside curb taken by the leader, and Hartog's off again, and he's got Georgia Clay in the intakes of that car, and that is not what you want. And here comes Metni from a long way back. He wasn't even in the same area code there, and the block pass wasn't really on. Castro just held his racing line, gave racing room on the inside of the left-hander. Whatever strategy he discussed with Top Racing Performance has played out perfectly. He's got a 2-second gap as he starts the final 2.5 miles of this weekend of Porsche Carrera Cup North America action here at Road Atlanta.
Done a fantastic job today to keep the elbows out, to keep calm, cool, collected, not look in that rearview mirror. I do wonder if the rearview mirror is even still in the car at this stage.
It's gone.
It's got to be gone, or it's, you know, hanging out around the footwall somewhere. But Ryan Yardley has driven so well this entire season. We saw that spark of life come into play at Circuit of the Americas the second round last year. That's when we really started to see Yardley mesh with this system, this style of driving the car, and today he has proven once again that if he were to return next year, he will be a championship contender. Totally
agree with you there, Shay. The livery of the TCS supported car, distinctive. We talked about a livery competition yesterday, and on the socials that took off a bit, I have to say. We had a few votes in throughout, so perhaps something for the organisers to think about. We had a second-time winner in race 1 yesterday, and we will repeat that with a different driver today for his second win in Porsche Carrera Cup North America. Ryan Yardley takes the checkered flag at Road Atlanta for Top Racing Performance with 2 seconds of an advantage on Luke Hartog, who provisionally takes the Drivers' Championship with 2 rounds to go. Zach Vanier packs up his win yesterday with a 3rd position, and in Pro-Am we are still battling for the lead into the final set of corners, and once again Alan Metni comes from way back. There's traffic in front there as well. Surely Alan's not going to go down the inside at the final corner. He's thinking about it, you know, but that's just one corner too far, and Efren Castro holds on as they go across the line. Brilliant entertainment